Morning, Kev. How we doing, bro? I mean, I realised that obviously I'm going over a couple of partners, a couple of green team members this morning, but I kind of got no choice. So basically, what's going to happen today is I'm going to do 3 hours of farming, and then I've got some IRO stuff to take care of this afternoon. So I have to, if I want content today, I've got to do content now. So that's the premise of why we're doing it now. So we're on a totally different map than normal. We're on a Michigan map, which I don't know who the maker is, to be honest. I'm good, just waking my arse up. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so we're on a Michigan map. There's two, and I forget which one it is and who the maker was, but I do apologise for that. But yeah, I've been sort of organising since last night and sort of discovering what I need and what I don't need. And I've discovered some things, and I'll talk you through it as we go through it today. We are doing. Well, let me get you on the live screen. I'll tell you what we're doing while we're doing it. So something totally different for today. We are forage mowing grass. Now we normally don't forage mow grass when we harvest for grass. Anyways, we normally use the mower and then do whatever to the mower, do whatever to the grass. But I don't intend to have sheep on this one. We might have sheep later on. This map is purely to show my wife how to do some farming and farm sim. Because she says she wants to know. So, and you know, when she's up to it, we should certainly get her in a tractor and, you know, get her doing some stuff and, you know, see how she goes. She's already played a bit of Euro Truck and wants to get involved into a bit of trucking, so you know we shall. I don't know, for the first couple of times going out with a real person, we'll stick around on a single player convoy, and then progress her on as her talent gets better. But for now, yeah, we're forage harvesting grass and. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is just use the one trailer. We're not going to buy another trailer. So when this is done, we'll disconnect. We'll reverse disconnect, get the tractor on it, and take it back to farm because that's where it's going. It's actually going. This is actually going to go and make silage for the cows. We're actually going to feed them silage this time, not hay, not TMR. I believe TMR is 100% productability. Silage is 80% and hay is 70%, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's the numbers. So we're going to try and feed him something different, show you something different on this map. It does mean we've got a clam silo that we're going to use. I'm hoping it don't spill out the sides, and yeah. We've got a case quad track that it gave us at the start. When we go up to the farm, I'll show you it. I've actually changed a lot of it around. I didn't like a lot of the starting buildings. Yeah, the American map starting buildings, I don't like them. I really don't like them. And I don't like them because it's kind of like the parking space for the vehicles inside. There isn't enough of the parking space. I know some of you say, well, there is kind of, you do it right, but you know, I'm one of these people, when I finish the job that I need to do that morning, that afternoon, I don't like to frick about with it too much. And when I do a job in farming sim, and I want to park the vehicle out, I don't like having to faff about. I mean, if I'm on the community farm and they've got those kind of a sheds, we tend to give it enough room that you can get in and out, maneuver the vehicle, and that, and the farmyard's big enough to do that and have enough sheds in. Whereas when I play my playthroughs, I just like it nice and simple, undercover. That'll do. So yeah, the harvester that we're using is part of the Colossus pack. which is why I'm having to slow it down. Is this thing will harvest at like a gazillion miles an hour, and I don't want to harvest at a gazillion miles an hour. I don't know. I know these things can harvest faster than what the farm sim game lets them harvest. So I just want them to go to a more realistic speed, and I feel like 15 to kind of 20 mile an hour is realistic enough. I don't want to go at 50 or 30 or whatever that. You know, I just wanted to go at a more realistic speed. But like I say, this cutting the grass with the forest harvester is real. They do that. Friend of the community's it's a Bly thing. When he does it for his contracting firm that he owns, he actually has the farmer cut it or his guys cut it, and then he comes back afterwards and uses the forest harvester pickup and to put it into trailers which are being towed by tractors. And a lot of the time during the summer, I believe he was live yesterday actually doing it. He was out with his guys actually doing a contract, picking up grass to go into the farmer's silo, clam silo. So yeah, we'll talk you through the farm we've got, but I mean, this trailer's nearly full, so the trailers from the Colossus pack as well. I used to use the Lizard pack, but the Forage trailer wagon, I found the pickup was a bit iffy on it sometimes, especially on the last map that I was on, Mapo. We've not given up Mapo, guys. We're going to keep playing that, but I just wanted to show you this map because we might actually start doing some stuff on this, especially if the wife gets into it and we get her a steering wheel and stuff. You know, I might dual stream it with her. Well, not dual stream it because she don't stream anymore, but I might stream it alongside her. Of course, I'll be the point of interest, and you know, we'll try and point her through stuff as we go along. I think it's better to learn on the fly, and kind of so does she. You know, I mean, the basics of moving the tractor around, of course. We'll do that off stream and stuff, attaching and detaching and stuff, and just trying to watch out for this full. Whoop. Okay, so switch that off, lift that up. We're going to go back a little bit more, detach. No, not detach that. Detach that. There we go. Go forward and off. I moved this tractor down here just in case. I mean, we've got the fertilizer wagon down here to go over it afterwards. To be honest, this first cut or first couple of cuts, I don't plan on ripping the land up and going again. I really don't. We may do at some point rip the land. I mean, when we have to rip the land up and go and actually do it again, I am going to join the two fields together. And we'll see how this goes. Because, like I say, I haven't done this for a while, since a couple of community farms ago. Using a clam silo, that is, to do silage. Now, I had to buy food in. So let's tell you all about it. So we started off with 1 million. New farmer, which puts on this farm here. He gave us a load of equipment. I didn't agree with half of it because it was too big. So I got rid of it. Got some medium equipment in because I want to build myself up into stuff. And we replaced a load of stuff. One thing that you don't get is the cow barn. That was put in afterwards. It's a normal cow barn, 90 animals, so it's not huge. So that was an after. All these sheds are an after. I like these French barn style barns. I don't know why. It's just my thing. There wasn't a load of American style barns in. So enclosed style, I don't like them. Personally, I don't like them. If they're on the community farm, I'll work with them. But yeah, as a thing, I will, you know. The silo wasn't there, the fuel and all that lot wasn't there, the three tits wasn't there. The house across the road, that's the starter house. Obviously the buy station, motor buy station wasn't here. So out of all the equipment that you get, normally I kept the sprayer in the shed. I kept one of the planters. I kept the quad track. I kept the harvester because it gave you the case harvester. So I kept that. Hello. Offload. Why are you not offloading? Big dump. No? Why you not want to dump? Why you not want to dump? I don't know why that didn't work, but hey, it's the other unload. Control I unload instead of whatever I'm using on Stream Deck. Right, so that's finished offloading now. So let's go forward a little bit, go forward a little bit, go forward a little bit, and now if we go up and over the top, it'll actually pile up. There we go. We don't want to go up, but we don't want to go too far up. Just enough so that it goes up the top. We don't want to chuck it over the top either. There we go. Yeah, so let's go through it again. The clam silo wasn't here, three tits, none of that stuff was there. The silo wasn't there. I've put a scoreboard on it as well. The French barn, the three parking sheds, chickens weren't there. Basically what was here was three, like a tool shed with a repair station in it, American style, and two other sheds, and I replaced them all for what I use. And a lot of the equipment that I'm using is medium equipment. I've got an AI guy planting wheat in this field, which still needs to be rowed, while I'm down here forage harvesting the grass. So that's the premise of what we're doing, guys. And like I say, this farm is going to be kind of a learner farm for when the wife's ready to do some stuff. I mean, she can practice to her heart's content on here with contracts and stuff. Well, even on our own stuff, you know, she can practice to her heart's content. I'm going to start on the contracts first, though, because, you know, even if you, like, get a line wrong or something, you know, it doesn't really matter as long as the contract's complete. And then when you hit the completion button, it all changes it. All right, we'll just stick you there. You know, it will change the field to a more complete state. So come on. There we go. We're off again. Right. Some more ups and downs now. So yeah, that's the premise of what we're going to do, guys. Like I say, let's just check the state of the ground here where we're cutting. It needs rolling. We're going to turn that off. It doesn't need plowing, so we're good. So after we've cut this and got rid of it, we're just going to refertilize it, and then it should regrow straight away. Like I say, if it ever needs to be plowed to rejuvenate the growth, we'll plow in this line, and we'll just plow a line. So we'll plow a line, stone pick that. But to be honest, we're going to plow the whole thing. We just plow the whole thing. Guys, don't forget there is Streamloots cards you can play. Just be aware that the job cards probably won't get played today because this job that we're doing now, to be honest, it isn't going to take that long. Well, we might get to some cards actually. Thinking about it, we might get to some cards. This might take us about another 40 minutes. We've got to change the job for that guy up on the other field. Except for that, we're all gravy. I mean, we'll just let him go up there and do what he needs to do. So yeah, I mean, after he's done planting, he just needs to roll the field, and that's that one done. I sort of started on that one yesterday. But as we progress, guys, we'll get bigger equipment and better equipment. The idea, I think, with this farm is if the wife's into doing it and she wants to do more, I think what we'll end up doing is getting the Nexit pack in. And we'll start doing some stuff with the Nexit pack, because I haven't actually done anything with the Nexit pack yet. It's not on the community farm, which I think is a big enough farm to use it on. But yeah, an American farm like this one would be absolutely excellent to use it on. So yeah, we'll certainly have a go at it. Like I say, I haven't had a go at it yet. I don't know how easy it is to control. The only thing I will say about it with people using it is that, yeah, I don't know how big a like a combine header you can use on it. I mean, if you can use some of the bigger combine headers, then all well and good. If you've got to use the one from the Nexit pack, then maybe not so good. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because obviously it has to conform with the length of the vehicle for the Nexit, I think. I mean, I know the sprayer folds out, and from the people I've spoken to, the sprayer compartment for it is going to get the precision farming touch, so that, which is good. It means that when you're doing your tracks for the Nexit, because it's on some, it leaves tracks. The next time you go over it to spray it or something, you can get in the groove for those tracks, and away you go. You just have to set your GPS up to use the same tracks all the time, which is what happens in real life anyways, you know, with the sprayers and stuff and the train tracks and stuff. The one thing that we'll go to this time, the one thing that is coming with the precision pack is government subsidies for when you do like oilseed rape and that. It's not going to be massive apparently, so don't expect to get too much out of that. I mean, when they say not too much, like you might get a couple of thousand every few months. That sort of, don't expect too much out of it, but it will rejuvenate your field. That's the main purpose of it. when you're mulching in after you've taken the main product away, it's supposed to give you back some niceties of the field again, which is a real life thing. It's why you see a lot of people mulching in after they've taken the harvest off of it. Okay, so at the moment, guys, we do have a couple of SOAG Dream Team members live. Azrael, I believe it's Wednesday, isn't it? So Azrael will be over there playing Wreckfest 2. The Average Viking is over there doing Euro Truck Simulator 2. If Minute's still alive, he was doing Euro Truck Simulator 2. He was doing a very much a cool down blast, you know, give it a blast day. Tav's going to be doing real miles, so hey. And guys, yeah, don't forget to buy those Streamloots cards. I've altered the pack numbers, guys. So still 1 pack's €1, 8 packs is now €7, and 15 packs is €14. And don't forget, there's a code at the top for getting monies off. I don't know whether this is the right line, but hey, it's a line. I'm using the GPS for the other field, that's all. Oh, well, it swaps over. I don't know. I know what you're going to say, people. You're going to say, why don't you, after you've cut this field, plough that edge in? Well, yeah, I could do. You know, it's just one line, so I could plough one line, stone pick it, cultivate it, and then it's plant worthy, and then just wait for it to grow along with the rest of the 2 fields, and it will be 1 field next time I cut it, which means I will get a whole GPS. That's probably a good idea. So yeah, we should do that after we do this. But for now, what I'm going to do after we cut this is just I'm going to spray it over so it's growing, and yeah, we should probably do that next cut. I mean, next cut we might have to plow the whole thing anyway, so but we just want to get this one in, get it to where you guys can maybe use some job cards, and we'll have some fun. Like I say, we're on to, what did we start, 10, so we're on to 1. And like I say, then I got to go out and do some stuff for my father-in-law, and then I need to take the wife to have some scans done of her shoulders and knees and stuff. So yeah, well, that's why I'm not streaming this afternoon. But there's some new shorts on YouTube, guys, for those of you that were over there. And thank you very much, because the response for a couple of them were absolutely amazing. When I say absolutely amazing, I posted them late 2 days ago, and they've already, two of them have already had 1.1 thousand hits. You guys are amazing. We are listening to Simulator Radio. It's auto. So there's no requests at the moment. I say at the moment, there's probably not a presenter on till about 5 o'clock. I mean, the only thing that we have to do after we get all this grass in is make sure it's compacted, which means, yeah, we're going to need to run the quad track over the top of it and spin it around an amount of times. We might get another couple of loads out of this trailer as well. So there's going to be a fair amount of silage. I don't know how I want to move it from the bunker when it's ready though into the cow barn. Is there a bit of ways? I don't really plan the farmyard great. It is what it is now. Let's just check on Matey Boy, see how he's doing. He's still going. Got left. He's not far off. We might need a refill of stuff in a minute. We might have to buy a forage, no, not a forage harvester, a thingy wagon, just to refill him. No trucking today, mate? No. To be honest, I've almost doubled my goal, so yeah. Maybe I might do a few miles later, dude. But for now, yeah, I just want to chill out, do a bit of farming. I've got some stuff to do for my father-in-law, so I won't be in most of the day. I've got to take the wife for an X-ray. So yeah, I won't be back probably when I leave the house. Just after lunchtime, I won't be back till about 6:30, 7 o'clock, which is why I'm streaming now. But morning, Chaos. How you doing, brother? And yeah, we're doing grass in a totally different way to what you guys have seen me ever do grass before, which is to forage harvest it. You guys have never ever seen me forage harvest grass before, as far as I'm aware. You may have. No, you wouldn't have seen me. Maybe you would have seen me do it on somebody else's stream, but not on my stream. And when we have normally done the forage harvesting thing, we've normally cut it first with a mower, whereas this time around we're just straight forage harvesting it with the forage harvester mower. Me too. I'm going to try that truck racing Xeno showed me. Do you know, you talking about racing, Chaos, I mentioned the new Giants racing game to Jimmy Broadbent last night. I was in his stream for a little while, and he was playing Oblivion, I think, and he went and had a look at it because he was invited to the thing but couldn't get there. So he had a look at it through other streamers that were there, that did like a promo video of being in Zurich. I think it was in Zurich. To the thing, and he's not too happy with what was being said. When I say he wasn't too happy, of course the promo thing for the game is that it's a sim racing thing. When he broke it down to what people were saying at the show, he doesn't like what was being said as far as it being a sim racing game. Because one of the questions that was asked to one of the developers is, why does it feel so janky when you're using traction control and ABS? And he basically, for a back answer, he basically explained what traction control and GPS did, and ABS did. He didn't explain why they were so janky. So, and he wasn't, and Jimmy was also really examining when people were playing the game, how it was steering and stuff. And he was like, I've driven some of these cars, they don't do that. You know, so I think he's going to buy it, but I think it's going to be one of these that he's going to buy and go, this is shit, and put it in his box again. Unless they make massive improvements before release. So yeah, it's going to be one of them things. Watch this space. Hopefully they fix it. But for what it costs, I think they need to put the price down pre-release, like kind of like Assetto Corsa Evo has done. Yeah, I know it has, and to be honest, in Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's not great. Like I was telling you the other day, it's not great. The understeer in those cars is unbelievable. And for a GT3 car where you're supposed to have some aero along with everything else, sometimes it just feels like you don't have aero at all. Maybe this stretch has been a problem in all racing games. They should just get rid. Yeah, but if it's got, if the car has it, then they kind of have to put it on. But the thing is, they need to put it on right and make it work. They can't just go, oh, let's put it on and it's shit, and make a half-assed effort at it. They got to make a conscious decision and go, let's make this shit work. Let's get some proper racers in and go, right, what does this need to be as good as it can be? Because it was quite funny while he was watching these other people that was at this thing. Martin Brundle was there, sort of, because he's part of the Lola team, and they've done like a 70s Lola, which he actually drove. And before Martin Brundle even spoke, was it Martin Brundle? No, not Martin Brundle. It was Thingy Herbert. And before he even spoke, he went, "I bet he doesn't diss the driving aspect of that car," and he didn't. The first words out of his gob he said was, you know, that it handled pretty good. And it's like, what are you talking about, mate? I knew you was going to say that. But yeah, we shall see what they actually think when the game actually comes out proper. I won't be rushing to buy it. You know, for whatever it's going to cost, and then extras maybe. Until they make a cheap set of pedals that Judder of ABS, it would never be. Yeah, but you know, some of the guys that were there trying the game out are full-time sim racers, so they know how it feels with the hands. They know what to look for in the game. And I mean, one of them at the start that Jimmy was watching, at the start of it, he said, "I don't get why this car's doing this, because it should be doing this, and it's shit." And then all of a sudden they went, "Oh, it is an A-rated game for release, so you've got to expect some jank." And it's like, no, you didn't say that in the beginning. You've totally changed your mind for what you first said. So, yeah, I don't think that's the case, but hey, it is what it is. You know, like I say, I won't be rushing out to buy it at all until they fix everything that they need to fix. Sounds like it sounds like Forza. To be honest, Forza Motorsports, when I first played that, got a lot of things right. I mean, I haven't played the newer one, but when I first played the older one, the cars felt alright. But yeah, I don't know what the new one feels like. Assetto Corsa normal, everything kind of feels okay. Assetto Corsa Competizione, the GT3 cars, I think, suffer from a bit of understeer. Forza Motorsports is arcade. The first one wasn't too bad, I don't think. I mean, this one might be a bit arcadey, but the first one wasn't too bad. The ultimate goal for all sim racing games is still to make it feel and look like iRacing. In my eyes, that game just invokes realism. The only downside of it is the price. My Sega Rally on my Sega Saturn was better than Forza. No. Um, like I say, the first motorsports I played, which was on console, that was kind of a good representation for a console sim racing game. I mean, I only had a Logitech G920 back then, but it was kind of a good, like, console rep of a sim racing drive. Project Gotham Racing was the biggest racing game ever. Yeah, but if I went on that game and didn't like how things operate, then it's not. It's the same as anything, I suppose. You go on there and it's like, this car, doesn't really handle right. I think what sim racers want, well, I say sim racers, a few sim racers want that, do it most of the time, is they just want some sort of across whoever brings a game out. If they bring out a game out with a certain car and that car is in another game, they want the thing to be very similar. Yeah, so like the Peugeot 787B that was in one of the or quite a lot of the Gran Turismo games. If that's in iRacing or in whatever game it's in, they want it to handle kind of similar across all the games because its aesthetics and its handling doesn't change. If a game's got it right, then everybody else, needs to get their game up to that aspect and make it handle as correct as it should be. It's just a case of who do you think, who do the makers think is the closest to how it handles. Mario Kart isn't a sim, dude. It's a fun arcade racing game, but it's not a sim. Far from it. What's to you? You're a dick. So's Grand Theft Bristol, but he's complaining. Oh my god! Alright, we're gonna get part of the way down this freaking lane and it's gonna go, I'm full! I'm guessing the lines, I really am guessing the lines going back the other way. 99. We're gonna get about 3 more trailer loads, I think. Fuck, wrong thing. So I've checked the fields. I've checked this field and that field, and all it really needs for regrowing is to be fertilized, and that's what we're going to do. You have to come on the SOAG server and set some lap times. I'd like to see where I stand. Maybe. The thing is, I'm not really that good. I'm just I'm kind of average, when it comes to racing. I'm not terrible at it. I'm not great. I'm not good at it either. But I am learning, which is why, I'm glad kind of Linda's kind of took me under her wing and sort of saw something in me and went, yeah, we can freaking master that. I mean, maybe there is some sort of dialing in you can do on Competizione to make it feel better. Maybe over in the front wing or something might make it handle a little bit better for the way I kind of feel these cars should be handling. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there is an aero package in there, but it's just not quite set as I think it should be. Because yeah, I mean sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just I don't know. It feels a bit jank when you try and enter a corner. You think, oh, well, hello. Yeah, so maybe that's the thing. Maybe because I just use the standard aero. So another 500,000 liters, and we're going to get this lot 3 to 4 times a year. So this is going to be a lot of silage. In fact, next time we might, I don't know, we might bale it and put the bow somewhere. I don't know where, just to, because this is going to be when we open up the clam. For this to be ready, the grass will almost be ready to cut again. We'll also see how much the cows feed on, and we might need to sell the rest every time. Okay, we'll get to you. I knew that probably would have to be done. So control I. So you can choose 3 different sets of basics. Yeah, I saw that. I just never bothered fucking about with it. Every time I want to go on it, I just want to just go on it and just do some shit and come off. Right. Before I go anywhere else, I need to go up the shop and grab a thingamajig wagon and go over and reload that. Need to grab an auger that can do seeds and possibly fert and lime. So seeds, fert and lime for an auger. I mean, the dude must be nearly almost done as well, which is a shame. I mean, I could, because I've got the power tools in, I could have just freaking spawned seeds in, but I'm not going to from now on. Power tools are to one side. I use power tools to set a lot of shit up, but now that's there, unless some shit goes wrong, they're just an ornament. Now the roller has to come down as well. The roller's up here, but I can't do both. Right. Right, an auger. An auger! don't want a very big one. It needs to have a fairly long pipe to get into the thing. But not this one. How long's your pipe do when you're out? Quick tip, the acceleration comes in two parts, outer and inner. If it steers an exit. Yeah, you're telling me stuff while I'm playing a different game, dude, so, you know, it will be forgotten by the time I go back to that game. You need to tell me that when I'm sort of looking at the setups of cars and stuff, and then I'll remember while I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'm never going to remember. Right then, so what does I need to find out what the AI needs. So we'll go back to the quick buying station, put this under, and then we'll quickly go into the other tractor that's planting and see what the thing actually needs. I guarantee it's going to need seeds. Because I already fertilized the field before I started planting, so it shouldn't be using any fertilizer whatsoever. Yeah, oh, you slow fucker. Oh, now it's speeding up. Shit. Why can't you speed that much a minute ago, you fucking silly twat. Look at ya. Don't deserve me on the road beside me. There are not a lot of people around, but keeping... Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're trying to do, dude. But yeah. You expect me to remember that while I'm playing farming and trying to think about stuff? No. It's the kind of thing when I'm doing my own farm, I'm sort of thinking about what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish during the stream. Whereas when I'm on the community farm, I'm just on automatic. You know, I can see the jobs that need doing. I can figure out what needs doing, and then I go do those jobs, and I go into automatic mode. Whereas when I'm on my own farm, it's sort of I'm just like trying to think about do things. And right, let's go into that tractor over there. What do you need? You do need seeds, okay. I don't want to buy wheat, I want to buy seeds. I don't want to buy that much. Pipe. I'm hoping this fits. I'm hoping this fits. Okay. Looks like it's got to go in the front hopper. There we go. Boosh. Alright. Get back in him and get him gone again. Right, let's just take this back to the farm, drop it off, and then we'll pick up the trailer again and get back to the forage. I'm here. Hello, I'm here. Hey. Are you the stepbrother to I'm back? I'm here. Yeah, you're the annoying one. Okay. Right, so that should be enough seed now to get that thing done. I'm hoping it doesn't need fertilizer, otherwise I'm going to have to take the planter over to the fucking buy station and buy it that way. Unless I get buy another auger just to do freaking the other. It shouldn't be too bad, I suppose. I mean, these are big fields. I'm going to probably need augers to reload. So yeah, I'm going to probably need a couple of augers, like a couple of 3 augers to do that. Like I say, this line between these 2 fields, at some point in the next couple of harvests, when the whole lot needs ploughing, I'm going to plough the 2 fields together. Well, if you are, you are. Here's playing with his buttons. But again, guys, thank you very much for the 1,100 of you who went onto my shorts and viewed them. I mean, you guys are awesome. Especially the ones on YouTube, and another 500 of you on TikTok. Yeah, I was amazed when I woke up, when I looked at them yesterday afternoon, and it was like 1,100 people viewed these. I was like, wow! Turned it off. Yeah, as you can see, I'm full of safety equipment, guys. Case hoodie, case baseball cap, and Jesus sandals. Oh, did I win the jewel? Yes, me. We start this straight again because it's giving me a GPS on this one now. There we go. And away we go. Right then. How are we doing then? I haven't done my daily yet. I only do 500. Also, if Minute or Xeno comes in, guys, remind me that I have to give them back some points after I merged the points from their Twitch accounts to their YouTube account, and then we found out that you can't use them because they were merged, which were weird. I don't know why that happened, but hey, it is what it is. I'm also thinking about well, I'm in the midst of making a bot for YouTube only, which means I'll be running 2 bots at once, which, because I'm running it for 2 different formats, I think would be good. It's just getting in touch with that other bot and figuring shit out. I have no clue how the fucker works. That's the shit, the thing about it, and how to make man sort. So that's a learning curve at the moment, which I really haven't got time to get into. So yeah, even though I'm in the middle of trying to do it, it's a process which is going to have to go on the back burner for a little while. But yeah, I mean, this is not so much a learning curve for me because I've done this before. It's just been a while since I did this way of harvesting your grass in. It literally has been a long process since I did it last. So what I'm doing is I'm using the mower implement on a forage harvester. So, you know, if you've watched Bly do his thing, kind of like what he does, except that obviously he is collecting the grass rows in. So somebody's gone over with the mower, cut the grass, put it in the rows, and he comes over and scoops it all up and chucks it in a trailer, and the trailers are on the back of tractors, and yeah, they go to the yard that way. The way I'm doing it is to actually save the tractors because I'm doing it on my own. And yeah, so I'm using the forage harvester to mow and to fill the trailer, which kind of saves a half a job. And then I'm using my tractor to put the stuff in the clam silo. Now I'm thinking I've got like 2 more loads of this, and then yeah, should be good. While I'm in the middle of this, also I've also got an AI worker planting up here that I need to keep an eye on, because once he's done it, I'll need to fill the planter back up, put it away, and then run up to the shop up here and pick up the roller, and then let him roll that field as well. And then that field is done. And then hopefully if we've got time after we've finished this field, I can have one of you play a job card, which if we don't have the equipment for, we're going to have to borrow to do it with. But yeah, so don't play any job cards yet if you have them for the Streamloots packs. And take a look at the Streamloots packs, guys. I have altered them. So it's €1 for one, €7 for an 8-pack, and €14 for a 15-pack. And of course, don't forget there is a code at the top of the screen to money off. And hopefully, guys, will this week we'll get to the €30 target needed for becoming partner. I need another 6 weeks of hitting €30. The perks for becoming partner are pretty good. Of course, as long as you guys keep using the Streamloots stuff. To be honest, this I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm supposed to be. No, I'm American Truck tomorrow, aren't I? Yes, I'm playing American Truck tomorrow, and then on Friday, when I'm racing, I might do a set of Corsa Competizione because I'm currently doing the career. And hey, Smiler, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing a set of Corsa Competizione on the career, and I'm currently on the first actual race 1. So we might do that, and we might go through race 1, race 2. damn. Came off the line slightly. Have to re-get that in a second. Anyway, Swanner, how you doing? Damn, I'm leaving strips there as well. Let's just concentrate one side, Matt. In fact, let's go back and get those bits back here. We'll come back and get those bits there. Professional streamer here, chat. Well, yeah, I didn't say I was a professional farmer, dude. All good, warm enough for you? Well, according to the temperature, I've not been outside yet today, but according to the temperatures that I've got on my thing, it says it's 19 degrees outside. If it says it's 19 degrees on that side, you can damn make sure it's 5 degrees higher once you walk out that door. So I reckon outside temperature is about 25 about now. So I'm quite all right in here. I know we're missing a bit because one field gets GPS and one field don't, and we're trying to harvest 2 fields at once. So Chaos, you managed to get yourself down to 2. We'll suffer for this weather now. Maybe this is the start of summer. You know, we get early summers here in the UK, and then at summertime we get absolutely shit weather. I think this could be one of them years. You know, it's only end of April. It's supposed to be the end of April showers, going into May, which is supposed to have a little bit of a showery weather, and then June, July, August is supposed to be the summer months. You know, I think we might get our summer in May and August, May and June, and yeah, when we're actually supposed to have summer, we'll have rain again. The only downside is if we do now after this weekend coming, because I think this weekend coming, the weatherman says somewhere in the UK it's going to get up to really high 20s, like 27, 28, somewhere in the UK this week. So that's going to be fucking hot. Yeah, that's too warm for me. Even if I'm on holiday in Spain or whatever, that's too warm for me. 28 degrees. You know, I'll see you in the pub. Kind of a deal when it's that warm. But yeah, it's going to be a nice week. Really, it's going to be a nice week. The downside is if it then rains, say next Monday, guarantee it's going to thunder. And I hate it when it thunders. Not because I hate thunder, because one year it broke my PC. And the company that I bought my surge protector off wouldn't cover it. Because apparently, because it was thundering that night, it's an act of God. They don't cover it. And I'm like, you're a bunch of cunts. I did all the spiel that, you know, it's a surge protector. No matter what the surge is, you should be, you know, replenishing the equipment that's broken because your surge protector didn't do its fucking job. And they're like, yeah, but it's an act of God. It's a random act. So how are we supposed to govern that? I was like, you know, it's a fair comment, but again, it's a surge. I had a surge, and you're supposed to be covering that and protecting me against it. So replace my shit, and they were like, no. I'm like, okay, fuck you. I still use surge protector plugs, don't get me wrong. I just don't use that manufacturer again. If they don't want to guarantee their own fucking surge plug, why should we give them their money? Let's go back and get that. And then we'll come back and get this tiny little line. I am very, very meticulous when I do grass. I always have been since 19. So on a contract on 19, I used to make sure I didn't miss any blade of grass being cut. If I was doing hay and I had to ted it, I made sure the tedding stayed within the confines of the field. When I windrowed it afterwards, again, making sure the windrow stayed inside the confines of the field. I was adamant that I was gaining more money because I was doing it like that. And I became so good at it, you wouldn't even realize that I was actually trying to do that. You know, it was just my thing that, it was just my thing that I kind of did automatically in the end. And I carried it through 22, the whole of 22, where, you know, I could do the grass field really good with a mower and the tedder and the windrow, so I wouldn't miss anything being cut. I wouldn't miss anything being picked up. Literally, you know, if I had stuff left in the baler, it was all gravy for me anyways. Do you know what we might do if the clam silo starts getting full? Next time we do it, we might get the Gowl baler wrapper and just plonk it near the silo and wrap the bells. Still, then I can still use the same process to harvest the field. I can still use this equipment. It will just take slightly longer to empty the bales because obviously you put them in the Gowl baler and it'll only take 20,000 litres at once, something like that. And then after that, it will only take like 8,000 per bale that it produces out the other end. And then of course you need to move the bales out of the way for it to freaking get more. So, you know, it's going to be a process. Yeah, it's just gone up to 21 down here now on my counter, and like I say, normally if that says 21, I can always guarantee you once I go outside it'll feel 5 or 6 or 8 degrees higher. And that's the first hour gone. So, judging by what I've done and that, this is going to take me another 40 minutes or so, which means we'll probably have an hour for you guys to play one job card. Wonder if grass is worth something. I've done 2 loads now, which is 500,000 litres, which is enough for my cows for, yeah, however long, 6 months, 8 months or so. But this field's going to be ready again in 4 months. 3 or 4 months, so it's going to be ready by December, I think. December, January time. Hey Shark Time, how you doing? I'm awake, dude. It's fine. Morning. Dickhead. Oh, Jesus. I gotta admit, guys, what Minute was doing this morning, although it looked fun. Yeah. You dick. Oh, thanks. Yeah, although it looked fun, all I'm going to say about it is I wish he did it without the company tag or the company skins on. And that's the way he should have done it. I think there's a a little spoken agreement that that's what you're supposed to do. And guys, shout out for Short Time Gaming. He's a community member and he streams a bit. When he does stream, go check him out. Oh yeah, you're kind of liking it, are you? Mm-hmm. You're so not used to being used to the view inside the cab. That's how truck drivers drive, dude. Inside the cab, you know. Just saying. And there was also a shout out there for Chaos 69 Rider. Chaos is a good guy. He's again one of the community members. And yeah, again, go check him out. He can't. It's a rule that that's a stream. He must. No. He can stream out of company colors if he doesn't say VTC in his title. In his actual title. I mean, I do an exclamation VTC, but that's not part of my actual title. That's advertising that command's available. So unless he actually says VTC convoy or mother trucking convoy, he can be out of colors, out of tag. And that's what he kind of should have done this morning. And then every like 10 minutes go, we don't normally drive like this. This is just a blow off stream every 10 minutes. Because anybody from the outside who's looking at us thinking, I might go join them because they did extremely well this month, is going to look at his thing and go, maybe I shouldn't. Know what I mean? Anybody who sees him on the road driving like a complete idiot at, you know, speeds above 90 mile an hour, are going to go, who's this dick? And they do. And I know they do because I've been told by people that have passed him or past people that have done that. And they go, did you know your driver was driving at 90 mile an hour? And I go, no. And I end up making an excuse for him. And then I kind of go, yeah, well, we'll have words. It's fine. I mean, it's not my company, but I shall pass the message along. But then it can also go the other way, showing people. Yes, I mean, which is what I was saying, Chaos. You know, if you're going to have a fun stream like that, for the purposes of the company, you take your skins and tags off. For the purpose of the stream, you just let people know that this isn't normal behavior. We're doing this as a bit of a fun blow off, or you know, the fact that we've just been working extremely hard trying to get real miles from the last month. So both can work with the same stream if done right. So, you know, you can make it look fun for people watching the stream that this is fun without showing other people that your company allows this sort of behavior. I mean, we do allow the behavior, we just, you know, because obviously you're allowed to blow off. But I just feel it shouldn't be done in company colors or with the tags on, because I feel it's unprofessional. Like I say, if a big hitter was suddenly going, I might actually join a VTC, like if he's like on his own, and then suddenly he sees minute blow by doing, you know, 98 mile an hour or 96 mile an hour, whatever you're allowed to do on TMP Pro Mods. He's going to go, look at this dickhead, and not want to join. That's what I'm getting at, you know. So obviously, if the guy's in his stream at the same time, he's going to know that it's just a blow off. We don't normally do that. But if he just gets seen on the road with tags on his stuff, the guy's going to think, well, who's this idiot? Damn, missed a bit. Missed a lot. You know something, guys? I think maybe that bailing idea, I don't know, might happen in a minute. What we're going to do actually is we're going to stop right there because I know the guy doing the bailing, doing the planting is finished. So we're just going to take this stuff back and fill it up. And then we're going to go up and get the roller. And then we'll send the guy off doing the rolling and we'll go back doing the foraging. So I didn't want that farm anyways as the starter farm. I feel that's a bit too much. So I started off with this one over here and I've changed everything that was on it. Because I don't like the American buildings. I think they take up too much space and you can't get that much in them. So I've gone back to the French barns and open parking areas. Because for me, it's a lot better. I can actually fit a lot more on the farmland now than what was there now than what was there before. Right, that's that done. Close you up. I'm not going to bother washing it now. It's only done one plant. So as you can see as well, guys, I'm using mainly Fendt tractors. I have got a case on board because, to be honest, I need to work out whether the big Fendt that I bought can actually use that cultivator at some point. If it can, then I can get rid of the quad track. Let's go get the roller. And we'll start rolling that field. Like I said, guys, this farm is going to be a teaching station for when the wife's up to learning some farming. Because she wants to. Purely for the fact that she wants that community feel back when she's gaming. And you've seen me play this with you guys and the guys in the community, and they're like, I want a piece of that. Which I can't blame her. Because, yeah, like I say, I think I'm at home with the SOAG Discord community and the Viking transport community intertwined, of course. And, yeah. And she's heard a bit of that and wants a piece of it, which I can't blame her. Let's go and roll this. Well, I'm not going to roll it. The AI is going to roll it on. Like I say, hopefully we'll get this grass field done within the next half an hour, and then you guys can, one of you guys will have the opportunity to play a job card with Streamloots. And guys, I've voted the packs with Streamloots, so you now get more for your buck. Obviously, the lower amount is still one for one. But the second pack has been higher to 8 packs. The price has gone up a tiny bit as well. And the max pack at the moment is 15 instead of 10. And you actually get €1 off for the 5 extra packs instead of 50 cents. And don't forget, guys, there's a code for the first 10 users, 40% off. And I think that'll work on the 5-pack now that I've put the price up. I'm not sure whether it will, but I think it probably will. Oops, hello. That's all right, it'll go around you. Later, mate, later. Oh, if you're talking about it, now. Holy crap, yeah, now. We'll shag now. Right, let's go back to doing this grass field. There she is, guys. She's awake and ready to rock and roll, I suppose, for when we have to go out in a minute. But yeah, she wants to come on and learn a bit of farming, so, you know, and see if she's going to enjoy the game. And she's going to act like a troll, apparently. Hey, Mimi, how you doing, lady? So for you guys coming in just about, we're doing grass in a totally different way than we normally do, by forage harvest mowing it. We don't normally do it this way, so hey. So? You're so? Oh, that's a shame. Hope you feel better. Go back and grab that midget. Get these two, fucking... Get the gun out. Get out of it, dears. No worries. Really, babe, you're gonna throw me like that? You wait till the next time you're live. If you do go live ever again, you're gonna get so trolled. So guys, if you're wondering why I'm on so early, it's because I got to go out later on, so yeah. I'll chat in a minute once she stops fucking trolling. Yeah, we got to go out in a minute, so yeah, that's why I'm on so early. I'm on to 1, and then kind of quick something to eat and out the door. Got to do some bits on the father-in-law's PC to help it come up to date. And then she's got to go for some scans on her shoulders and her knees, which will basically take us up to about 6 o'clock before I'm back. So, yeah, which is why I'm doing my thing now. But once again, like I said, thanks for the 1,100 of you who have gone and viewed the YouTube shorts. See what you've done? See what you've done? You've woken up all the idiots now, and they'll all start pressing buttons. They'll all go, oh, I've got buttons now. Got to push them. Anyway, guys, mask it for 5 minutes, you prick. Anyway, guys, the link that's just gone through the board. Don't forget to use that. It's a new way to support streamers by going to their Throne accounts, and yeah. Alexa, start a time for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Yes, to support us streaming a different way with their Throne account. Looks like I'll have to come back through this lane. It was a little wide. Guys, the only thing button I should have turned off that isn't active today, if you're over there on Twitch, is the spin the wheel. Spin the wheel is only active when I'm doing my no GPS days for Euro Truck. So if that's pushed, the first couple of times it'll be refunded. If you keep doing it, the money's gone. Reckless Roadrunner, thank you very much for the raid, my dude. What were you up to? 525, thank you very much. Looks like you were playing American Truck in that clip and got it wrong. Hi guys, how you doing? I don't normally look like this. It's only because my guys have told me to don the mask. So we don the mask. This will last 5 minutes, of which there's 3 minutes to go. Always get it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I go back and get what I missed now? You know something, dear? You doing all this shit, you're actually slowing my process down, which is going to not allow somebody to play a stream these cards for a job. Which I know Kev's itching at the bit to play one. But dude, thank you very much for your raid. Bringing your people over to see my people. How are we doing? How was your stream? You know something? I don't believe it. It's fucking like 22 degrees and you're getting me to wear a mask. My face is going to be like 50 degrees when I take this off. Let's go back and quickly get that. What's going to go wrong? No, 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 no! Don't watch the camera in the background. How can I take that as fucking what she wanted me to do? She was too busy pissing herself. Now, how could I take her seriously? She's busy laughing at me. Yeah, no problem for the shout out, dude. No problem at all. I'll quickly go back and get what I've missed. And guys, we're all listening to Simulator Radio, but there's no presenter on at the moment. So it's auto, so there's no requests. But yeah, this is a totally different way that you see me harvesting grass. Normally I would mow it and ted it and all that goodness. But this time we're forage harvesting in it and put it in a clam silo. Alexa, stop. Ugh. Hi, I'm here. Fuck off, you. That's not even a fuck of you, that's a straight fuck off. That's not nice. So guys, so what we're doing is we're going to collect this up. We're going to, that's no way to speak to your lovely wife. Well, when you're lovely to me, you'll get spoken to lovelyly. Innit? Like we say to each other, you got to give respect to get it. Can't wait till it's food time. So guys, if you want to join me for tomorrow's stream, I'll be starting about 1 o'clock on one or 2 o'clock. I forget. I can't remember what time we're starting tomorrow. Actually, we'll call it 2 o'clock. We'll start at 2 o'clock, maybe earlier, but we'll call it official time 2 o'clock. American Truck on TMP, and we're just going to do some chilled out miles. When I say chilled out miles, I mean I'm going to be averaging at about 75 mile an hour, 75 mile an hour, which is real speeds, real mile an hour speeds. For I know I have bets, or she has bets at 9:15, which is why I'm doing it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Hello, what the fuck out? My stream. You wait, guys. You wait. Wait until fucking I've got her steering wheel and she's actually doing this alongside me and giving me shit by voice at the same time. You just wait. That's going to be hilarious. I've dropped the wrong fucking bit of equipment again. There we go. Come on, go, go, go. What, laughing at my expense? No. If you do something after you've kind of got the process of what I'm going to tell you, kind of what to do and how to do it. Once you've got that, then if you make a mistake, I'm going to laugh at you, but not while you're learning. That's not funny. I laugh at funny things. I don't laugh at things that aren't funny. You know, once you think you know what you're doing and then you do something wrong, then I'm going to rip into you, and laugh at you. Of course I am. That's life. So this field's ours beside us. That's sugar cane, not sugar cane, sugar beet. This next field's also sugar beet. We've got these two fields with the farm, and same with the field above us. That's also sugar beet. So we're going to have lots of money coming up as soon as we're able to harvest that. We're just going to straight sell it. How good are you doing? You're about halfway. Good, good. So the next time we cultivate something, guys, we're going to try and use our Fendt, and then our big Fendt, and then if that can do it, we'll get rid of the big quad track. If I can get up there with this tractor. Well, in the pits. There we go, we got up there. So yeah, we've used about a quarter of the silo. So if while it's wrapped, we have to do another harvest, what we'll have to do probably is bale it. Ram it up. Yeah, I bet you'd like me to ram it up, hey Mimi? Huh? Dirty bitch. Any problems so far over here? Not this morning, Mimi, not this morning. I think you got the message. Wow. And you said the other day I didn't know how to take you. Yeah, right. Right, so I'm going to guess that this tractor isn't needed anymore. So we're going to just park this here and send that back because we'll take the thing up with the harvester now. So we'll just take this back up and park it up. I only really left the harvester there anyways every time we had to unload, strictly because it's a lot easier to mark where you are or get to where you are if you leave the vehicle there. So it just made sense to me anyways to take a tractor down there to do the offloads with. What the fuck is that? Is that a jump? That's a jump, isn't it? One thing you will see with my farms is, guys, I'm not too fussed in cleaning. I do like, every so often I do like the tractor to be clean, but like I say, I'm not overly fussed whether it's cleaned every single time. I think that, you know, it's a working piece of equipment on a farmyard. It doesn't need cleaning every single time. So we'll get this done, guys. We'll get the thingy-majiggy. I mean, won't need me to go around this with the fertilizer. So yeah, I mean, we'll be soon. I say soon. They're still gonna pat that grass down and get it covered, don't I? So still got a little bit of work before we can take a job card. The thingy-majiggy, yeah, that one there, yeah. You know, the thingy-majiggy that belongs to Ujimi Flip. With the Jimmy Bob. And now you're all thinking, what the fuck's he talking about? The words that you say when you don't, when your mouth goes blah, 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 and you ain't got a clue. Yes, and that too. So like I say, guys, we'll soon make some money back when the fields come into flourishing for the sugar beet. And then we'll probably just turn them back around and replant the sugar beet back in. Because, like, why not? 3 fields of money. Because the fields that we got for the animals big enough. I mean, since setting the farm up yesterday afternoon, I think I started this, the setup process for this farm. Yeah. It was kind of easy going. I mean, that top field in total, where it's being rowed now, and in total, I suppose I've got five real hours on it. So yeah, it takes a bit of time to get each field done. Which is why I've got some cheaty equipment. When I say cheaty equipment, you're going to go, well, how cheaty is it? Let me take the cruise control off this. Right, 0 to, don't forget, I've got the motor on for the harvest. I could literally harvest at 50 mile an hour if I really wanted to. Yeah, but I don't like harvesting at that speed. So I just have it what I think is a more realistic speed for this piece of equipment, which I think is about 15 mile an hour. Well, I've set the cruise to 15, you know, instead of 6 or 8 or whatever the game says it can do. I really do think this bit of equipment can harvest at 15. I mean, I know a proper combine can harvest at 15 because I know Millennial Farmer on YouTube, he sometimes harvests some of his crop at 15. So I know it's possible. I think it's the soya beans he does at 15. And the corn he does a little bit slower. Go back and get that, otherwise I'll forget it needs grabbing. So this is the last strip, guys, and then we can get the dude on it to fertilize it. And probably by the time I take this back, get it offloaded, and get the quad track on it to flatten it down, yeah, the dude fertilizing it will probably be done. Or done the 2 fields. Because obviously, because they're not connected yet, I mean, they will be in a couple of harvest time when I have to periodically plough this field. I can turn that off, lift that up. As I go past this guy, I'm just going to jump out and start you off on a job. And I'll take this up and get rid of it. There he goes. A 100 mph. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's come out. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a thingamajiggy in there, aren't I? And I thought that was realistic. Well, realistic-ish, except for a little bit of extra speed. You know, me, Smiler, I don't go full beans realistic. Never have done. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going back to the trailer, aren't I? There we go. Alright, we're gonna have to do a little bit and then we're gonna have to go get a front loader or something. Right. So this is kind of why we kept. In fact, no, let's just use the fence. He's heavy enough. I'm going to keep this vehicle anyways. The only thing I want to know with the quad track is can it pull pull this thing, can it? Pull the thingamajiggy. So this, I'm compacting the thing, guys. So yeah. Trust me, this works a lot better when you've got when you've got more of this covered. We got a lot more of this field rather. How much have we done? %. Okay. Oh, tells me that. Okay, I know where to look now. My words are endless. Maybe. But even so, peoples, just this little bit here is a fair chunk of freaking silage that it's going to produce. You know. Ding. So 6, somebody passed me a bucket. It's what you got to do to pat it down. Maybe. You know, something. Bonnie, no. You're not giving Smiler a shout. Shit, man. He'll come back now. Kev, what have you done? Up and down, not round and round. you just like the action up and down, don't you? Maybe. Like I say, guys, if we have to do that field again, obviously, and this is not uncovered, what we'll have to do is bale it and then just stack it in a corner. And then we'll use this to feed the animals, or feed the cows with anyway. So this is a bit of a process, as you can see. It has to be at 100% before we can cover it. And then in 3 months' time, 4 months' time, we shall have some lovely silage to feed our cattle with. What we're going to have to get a front loader to push that back in, though. don't think any of our tractors can have a front loader on because they're all large tractors. I'm sure none of our tractors can get a front loader on. But the most important thing at the moment is just to keep compacting. I mean, there is tools you can use, guys, as well to help compact. So if you've not got a massive tractor like this, there's a tool for the front and back of your tractor that will help do this a little quicker. And of course you can use a heavier tractor, so I could use the quad track because that's a lot heavier than this one. Although this one's got weights on the front, and so it should be about the same weight, or not far off anyways. He has completed the task. I bet G's the bottom one. Yeah, G's this one. Vehicle. Put them on the other one. We'll go back and try and pat down that silage a bit more. Well, it's grass at the moment, but we're trying to make it into silage. And of course, from here we can see the dude that's trying to roll that field in front of us. We can see whether he's finished as well. So, oh well. So yeah, it's no point picking that up. That's out the front until we've virtually got the patting down done, and then we'll get a front loader and do that with. So I don't think the two big fence I got, two big other fence I got, can handle front loader attachment. In fact, I almost know they can. Like I say, guys, this is a bit of a process. I mean, I could have opted to do bows, but I didn't. I think I've shown bows quite often enough. So yeah, me taking the time to actually do this now, kind of actually a privilege for you, to be honest. Like I said, I haven't done this for ages and ages and ages. No, like I said, normally what we do if we're doing this is we put the tools on, use a slightly smaller tractor, and just spin it around. But yeah, if you've got to do that live on stream, it's kind of like Mimi says, it's a bit sickly. It can be. I think going around in circles actually does it a little bit faster as well than this. It's obviously you're non-stop. If you can get the circle right, you're actually non-stop. as you see, guys, I'm trying to do all over as well. It's not just about doing one particular piece. You know, you kind of got to get it all. Plenty of room in the silo for if I got to do those fields again before this is ready. By then we should have done the three sugar beet fields, so we should have tons of money. There's the three big fields. %. We're nearly ready to go get the front loader. We'll see if there's a front loader available at the money we got left. What we'll do is we'll pick it up from the front and then chuck it on the side here. Let's have a look. Front loaders. Front loader. Up here, dickhead. What's going to be cheapest there? 74 grand, I can get that. No problem. Four loaders, expensive. Or we could just get a telehandler. I'd like to get the Merlot because I've worked with the Merlot lots of times before. But I think just for now, that front loader might be the way to go. Right, tools first. Let's go in. Force the heavy one first. The heavy one. Donations. It's either manure fork, universal bucket, or the Rigby bucket. How much? That's 2.3. That's 1,000. So we'll get it with that. So buy that one for $1. So it's more than a fucking dollar. Go back out. Back out one more. Customize. Nothing to customize. Grab that. Right, okay. Yep. There you go. That'll do. 12 mile an hour, so all this thinking, dude, it's going to take ages to get me the farm. But it'll do the job that we want it to do. That's the main thing, which is to just pick up the grass that's outside and take it around the side and dump it back off again. What we'll do is we'll leave a little gap as well so that Daniel, hello, how you doing? Thank you for your first time chat. I'm doing okay, dude. How are you doing? Good. That's good. We like it when people are doing good. How's how's everything going over there? It's going alright. Really, it's going alright. We've just bought this little front loader to be able to get our good two here. Good, good. Yeah, I understand. Oh, good to hear. So we just bought this front loader and that to put the grass back in so we can pad it down to make it into silage. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get back. We've not got crop destruction on, so we might just take a little shortcut just to get it there a little quicker. Can I know more about your channel? Well, I mainly do simulation games. It ranges from farm sim to trucking to a little bit of racing to SnowRunner. Which I basically call SnowRunner an off-road trucking simulator. Yeah, like I say, a little bit of racing. Occasionally, very occasionally, a little bit of shooty in the form of Division 2 and stuff like that. Yeah, very, very chilled channel where I like people to come, have fun, mess me up with on-screen displays or Stream Loops packs. Very much an adult channel. So yeah, if you don't like swear words, probably best not be here. Any kids that we find here, we immediately ban because obviously, if they go to another channel, go, oh, they go swear words or whatever. Yeah, we say bye. And as long as you're not pointing swear words at somebody, then it's fine. If you're sort of calling people names, you'll be junked out. Unless they're for fun. So, you know. Right, that's that dude down there done. I'll go get him in a minute. I just want to get this grass done. Not picking that up. Not picking that up. It's at the wrong angle. Yeah, it's at the wrong angle. There we go. There we go. So that's what we plan to do. Just get it in there. Give it a little bit of a lit. Give it a little bit extra so when we pat it down again, it'll be alright. I know it's affecting the compacting rate, but it's just something that's got to be done to clean it up before we cover it over. How long have I been streaming in general? Oh, fuck me, man. I've had this channel for, what, 10 years, maybe? And I think only 2 of it was for watching. Streamed a lot on console first off. Hard to get noticed first time I tried it on Twitch. So I moved to another place, which got bought out by Facebook Gaming. Which is Mix. Mix is a great place to learn. Was a great place to learn my trade. of being a full-time streamer, or well, I'm now a full-time streamer. The community over on Twitch, on Mix, was a little bit more receptive to new people, whereas over here didn't used to be. I mean, it used to be kind of toxic for new streamers, but it's got better. It's got a lot better. And yeah, when Mix got bought out by Facebook Gaming, I came back, and a few people come with me, and it's been groovy ever since. We've been gradually growing. We've been gradually growing, and you know, hopefully we build with the help of the Discord community that we've been. Oh my god, that long already? Yeah, Mimi. Builds up. I can see that you're already affiliate and you are towards partner. We're a long way from partner, dude. I mean, partner would be great, but we're a long ways off partner. I need a new hobby. Yeah, I'd say that when I look at my followage and stuff for Tav. I always say that I need a new hobby. Right, that should be right. As long as we don't stomp outside now, that should be perfect. We'll just empty that on there. No, empty it on there, Matt. Empty it, empty it. There we go. Right. Let's get this done. Quickly unfollows and runs for the hills. Fuck off. So yeah, we'll try not to go near that front piece now while we compact this last 4%. When we come off, we'll come off down the side, and then when we cover it, it should be alright. It should cover completely. What do you have you want to put in place was building your channel reach partner? Just steady growth, mate. That's all I think that's all really, if we're totally honest, as streamers, just a steady growth would be nice. And when we get the partner, if we get the partner, obviously we can hold numbers. So because we've built up steady, you know, the guys that come and watch because they want to see me and the content I produce. You know, it's not just about one game. I mean, I have been one of those people who have built a community up on one game, and when you switch games, people leave. So I don't want to be known as I just play the one game. You know, so hopefully we can do that. I mean, there's a few bits and pieces that I would like to upgrade of my equipment, but you know, that will come in time as well. I'm in no rush, you know, and I'm pretty laid back as a streamer, as a guy that I feel the community that I belong to, the Son of a Glitch Discord community I belong to, are very, very laid back. So and we help each other out. I mean, if people are in need of advice or stuff of how to do stuff, we you know, the experienced streamers in the community give it freely. And if it's asked on stream of us, we you know, we get it, like now we give it freely too. I'm not going to fill this. We're on 85%, so we're all good. That dude's nearly finished. How much time do we have left? 43 minutes. Okay, so we've done that. Anybody want to look at the job page for Streamloots Redemption? I know Kev does because Kev's a boss bot. I can't reverse for some reason. Damn, nearly 3.5 years for Tav. Yeah, I think I'm on like 2.5 years for Tav. Right then, that dude's nearly done, so we'll actually wait for this dude to finish. Like I say, he's nearly done. We'll jump on him and see if he finishes. Right then, peoples. Job list. So we probably won't have time to finish this, but we'll have time to start it at least. So we have some deadwood. If you want me to do deadwood, we've got some ferreting. If you want me to do some ferreting, we've got some harvesting. What have we got? We've got oats, wheat, canola, and wheat. So nothing too strenuous. We can play with a hoe. Mimi. We can do some rock removal. We've got some spraying we can do. We can do some stone picking, and we can hire the equipment, do some wood transport. So if you've got a Streamloots card, you can play it. I'm mainly looking at Kev because he's itching by the bit to fucking play one. And you've got until this dude finishes. And I put it away. Do it, Kev, do it. Would you mind if I share you some ways that you can help your channel grow and have engagement, also build your channel? No. Weeding and hoeing. Right, okay, we should do that. I'm very happy with the way I'm going. And I don't want to pay for advertisement and do thingy like that. If I can't grow naturally, I don't want to do it. Quite simple. Right, hoeing. Hoeing. Right, let's go up and do 46 because I'm not sure I'll get anything else done unless there's anything close by to me. That's up near the shop. Yeah, let's do field 46, which is straight up. Because like I say, it's the thing. Yes, I do. I'm dual streaming over there right now. Today, because I'm streaming early, there's not that much engagement. But yeah, again, that's growing nicely and it's doing its own thing. I mean, for instance, a couple of my YouTube shorts did hit over 1,000 views on them. Mimi's over there at the moment. I mean, if you see the screen down the bottom of the chat that's popping up, every so often you'll see one over there come through from YouTube, like now. That's come through from YouTube, which is how I link both chats with one of my bots. I'm currently trying to devise another bot which will control YouTube. so that you guys over on YouTube have points and stuff to play with. Any growth I get, I want it to be natural. I don't want it to be faked in, because I feel when you do that, as soon as you get to whatever you want to do, the numbers just they disappear, and they're kind of not there for you. Do you post your gameplay on YouTube? No, I just live stream on YouTube. Used to post it over there. What I used to do is anything over on Twitch that made over 100 views after the fact used to be posted to YouTube, and it was doing so well that I was posting over here all the time, posting on YouTube all the time, that I decided that maybe I should dual stream and live to both at the same time. And it's been growing. Like sometimes I get 3 or 4 people over there. Sometimes I get 20 or 30. So it is growing. I just need to give it a little bit of time. Like I say, I want it to grow natural, so that people feel like when they come, they can chill and watch, and they feel they don't have to do anything but have a giggle. Do I edit my video clips? No. No, everything over there's raw. Why would I need to fake anything by cutting shit out and creating the, I know editing would, put in the better content that I've made, but I want them to see when it's shit, because that's what streamers do. When people stream, it's not all goody and you get all the best stuff, and you don't always everything doesn't always go exactly right. I feel that's, I don't know, just me. I just feel that's a faking issue. Do I know how to edit videos? Yes. I'm crap at it, but I know how to do it. Like I say, I don't want to either. I want to show the mistakes. I want to show when I fuck up, because it's funny. It's part of a streamer's life. I know I'm being a hard ass right now, but it's the way I feel about the way I stream. Yeah, and if I do need it, there's people in the community who know how to do that stuff. So if you're just about to say you're going to sell me something, don't bother. There's enough talented people in the community to go through before I need to do stuff like that. Like I say, it's a process, and I'm learning slowly how to do stuff. I mean, before 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, I didn't know that your tags and all that stuff really make a difference over on YouTube. Now I do, and they're all in and sorted. So I'm getting a bit of recognition that way. And I know there's programs over there that help you out and stuff, and I don't want to do that either. Yeah, that's the thing. You've asked a load of questions now. I've said no, and it's running into the realms of self-promotion, and we don't allow that over here at all. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for asking, but really, my friend, at the moment, I'm quite happy where I am. Thank you. I thought Matey Boy on the roller might be done by now. He only had a little tiny bit of that field to go. Where the... Okay, they're going that way, okay. Alrighty then, so there are many tools you can use to do the hoeing with and knowing where you're going. I mean, it's sometimes what we found is that the... No, you're exactly right, Mimi. I mean, it was becoming on the fringes of soap promotion. You're exactly right. Yeah, there are many tools you can use to do this with, guys. I'm just using the in-game GPS, but you can use VCA, which I believe is coming out soon. I've got a really unfinished version of VCA, but you could use that to do this with. You could also use Enhanced Vehicle Mod, which is very similar to this. You can program it, and then basically it's very similar to the other mod that you can do to plot your waypoints and stuff. Very similar to that in the field. But just for quickness, I prefer to use the in-game GPS. If I'm going to use anything else, probably VCA's the way I like to go. Other than that, I have used the advanced vehicle control once, and it's all right. I mean, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to be able to figure it out and program it all in. But once you've got it programmed and dialed in, it's fine. You know, it can basically do this all on its own, and you tell it to stop short of your field by X amount of meters, and it'll do the turns all on its own as long as you program the right stuff in. It even misses a lane if you wanted to miss a lane. So like with some vehicles, they won't be able to turn as sharply. So you can have it miss a lane or miss 2 or 3 or 4. Which you'll probably see me do when I do the sugar beets. And we'll probably see me use it then. And all I'm doing here, guys, with the hoer is I'm just going across the crop, just lightly brushing the crop out and pulling the weeds. Because a lot of the time what you'll probably see, even in real life, is the weeds will be not as planted into the ground, not as solid in the ground as your normal crop. So a lot of the time you can just pull them up by hand. Whereas your crop, if you just pull it slightly, it won't come straight away. Unless it's something like ragweed. Ragweed's horrible. Ragweed grows about 7-8 foot high sometimes and can really cement itself in. We could have probably done a bigger field, actually. We're probably going to finish this in the next 4 minutes. So we could have probably done another one. But this is money in pocket, so this is good. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. So what we'll do next time we're on the farm, and we'll probably be on the farm tomorrow evening or so after stream. We'll test out you complete dick. yeah, so what we'll probably do off stream at some point is test the fence on that cultivator. If it does it, then we can get rid of that tractor, and that's money back. We'll probably buy another kind of medium tractor. Where's my GPS? Kev, you messed me GPS up, you total dick. Is this your own farm? Yes. Yeah, it is. So what I normally do is, because I've streamed my own farm today, the next time I stream farming will be the community farm. So I try to give equal balance to my farming streams. So, you know, I show off the community farm for what it is. I show off my farm for what it is. And that way I think it creates a great mix of different ways of farming, because of course sometimes on the community farm, for me, I have to do it a totally different way to what I normally do it, which is good for me because it means I'm learning. Or sometimes it's a totally different way to what I normally do it. I mean, like today I'm basically showing how you can use the forage harvester to harvest grass. Because I normally cut it with a grass cutter of some description, whether it's one that's on the tractor or the Big M. And if I've got the money, it's the Big M, because I love using that thing. And then I'll bale it and all that lot. This is slightly quicker. I say slightly quicker. It's slightly quicker to get get it to where you need it to be. But obviously, if you're doing hay, you still need to stack it somewhere and wait for it to go off. Whereas doing it this way, bringing it up loose, it's actually quicker to get it into the farm, and you still need to wait exactly the same amount of time for it to go off and become silage. Any more contracts? We've got half an hour, so we can do another quick one. You want to? We'll just collect that in. 10 grand. Thank you very much. So we've got some dead wood. We've got fertilizing. So that'll be a quick one if you've got fertilizing card. We've got these won't be so quick. So forget these because these won't be so quick. Another hoeing one. Probably get another hoeing one done. Rock removal, that'll probably be quick because it's right near my farm, and I'll have to borrow the equipment. So I can do rock removal. You missed my comment. What did you comment? Basically, you are a triggering show off. Then no, I'm not a triggering show off, but I do like to show off the different farms. I mean, my talent in farming is virtually zero. I have no talent in farming because everything that I've basically learned is from others. So if I'm fucking up, blame Tav. Oh, frigging show off. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm getting it wrong, blame Tav. What have you got for me, Kev? Come on, one more quickly. Like I say, if it's rock removal, then I'll have to borrow the equipment, but I can do that. This bloke can't read. Okay, so I'll have to borrow the items for this. I can read, I just read what I want to read. Ask Az, he gets pissed off all the time. Let's just put this back in the shed. Az gets pissed off all the time because I quick read it and then I've not read exactly what he's wrote. And he's like, just read it, will you? Read it proper. And I'm like, I don't want to. I just want to read it because I don't want to miss the next person's stuff. I tell you what, guys, though, the amount of times that Minute misreads stuff and nobody picks him up on anything. He misreads stuff all the time. Absolutely all the time. But yeah, nobody ever picks him up on it. Well, occasionally, but not as much as you guys do me. You guys pick me up all the time on stuff. I'm just going to park this thing. So I've got no room in the sheds. Just, whoa, just here. Next to the cow shed. Hit the right there. Right, let's park you up and then we'll go and do this rock removal. Man, I'm really feeling the worm, man. I know this is a bit of an eye-tickling thing, but I'm just making sure I've not forgotten nothing. Because if I leave it on, it's a waste of fuel. Oh, this is the small one. No! It'll take ages to get down there. Right. Boobies! There we go, we're on the soft. You realise how far away my farm is from here? Oh. To be honest, seeing boobies is like, oh yeah. I know, I'm a twat. Yeah, seeing boobies, I'm like, oh yeah, baby. I need glasses? No. No, I'm 6x6. Which the UK measurement, 6x6. Anybody that says in the UK they've got 20/20 vision, ask them where the binoculars are. It's 20/20 vision. I mean, yeah, that's binoculars, that is. Are we having fun yet? Now, normally what I would do, if I owned this bit of equipment, normally what I would do is stick it on a trailer, and that way I can zoom across the map, do the rock breaking, come all the way back in a third of the time. But depending on how big the map is, obviously, if it's a bigger map, then I can get across the map a lot quicker than this thing can, and literally drive this thing around, break the rocks, and boom, done. It's going to be a lot easier to find the rocks on this map, of course. The last time you guys saw me break rocks was in Mapo, which is Cavalier Roy's map, and it was in the middle of a forest, so I had trouble finding the fucking rocks, didn't I? A few of you guys will remember that, but yeah. Oh, this is a tune. What an 80s tune this is. But guys, we're coming nearly to the end of the show. We've got a few minutes left to go. We'll get this contract done, and then I'm out of here to have some food and go and do some odd jobs for the father-in-law on his PC, and then we'd take the wife to get her scans done. And then if you're in the Discord later, peoples, we shall see you then. If I don't go straight to bed. Also, guys, don't forget, Class, aka Vortex 1701, will be live later, about 7:30, 8 o'clock ish. GT3 racing on iRacing, part of the RPM series. Don't miss it, it's a lot of fun. And he's a great guy, so yeah, you know, recommended you should go over there and check what he does out. Right, we should be seeing where these rocks are in a minute. I think they're the 5 rocks that's just outside of the farm track. If we expand the farm area, 47 is part of what we want to buy. One thing I have noticed close by is the ability to rebuild a wooden roller coaster. So if we start doing like the wooding behind us, we'll certainly see if we can build some or get some thing in place for doing planks and stuff, so we can take them over to rebuild the roller coaster and get that up and running again. That'd be quite cool. Also today, guys, thank you very much to Shark Time Gaming, who spent about 350 biddies on scaring the living shit out of me. Are we there yet? Yeah, nearly. Just there, where all the red flags are. You know, you ladies where no, I'm not going to say it. Not me being slow, it's as fast as the vehicle goes. I hope if the vehicle don't go that fast. Here we go, last one. I destroyed the wrong rock. Oh my god, I'm gonna get fined now. There was a rock there that wasn't fucking in the task. Bastard. Typical, yeah. There we go, we're all done. So we'll complete that and that will send that back. So we've not really got time to do much else on here except show you some stuff. See, those rocks are back now, look. Stupid, isn't it? Anyway. Got my Jesus sandals. So, what we found was down here, there's a rebuild thing. So if we visit it, it's a fairground ride. And by the looks of it, it is a roller coaster. And yeah, we might do some wooden build this at some point when we're doing some stuff. So yeah, as you can see, it needs some metal, it needs long planks, short planks, and wooden beams, which obviously we need to cut down some trees for. And then that'll rebuild that. I'm not sure what's across the other side of the lake, but there's something over there as well. Let's go see what that is. What are you? What are you? Oh, it's a playground, which also needs some stuff. There's a couple of rebuild stuff on this map, which is good. So, like I say, we might end up doing both of them. There's another one over here. An old decrepit grain house. Requires some stuff to be rebuilt. So that might be good to do as well. Well, that doesn't need so much. There's some stuff on the map that, you know, if we decide to go into wood, which there's some wood behind us, you know, we could probably plow in and replant a few trees. I mean, I know they take a good 3-4 years to redo, but you know, could be a thing. Any more? Warehouse. Grain yard to go to Canada. I think that's it. It's those three things that need rebuilding. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we could start doing some wood, and you know, maybe expand up this way, put some wood mills in and stuff. So what map is this? It's Michigan. And if I scroll out, the one that's got this thingy on, because there's two. And basically, like I say, what I'm going to use this map for is to teach the wife how to farm, because she's quite interested in coming to learn. So I'm going to try and do that. And then maybe if she gets to enjoy it, we can get her on the community farm on her own PC. And yeah, she can come and have the laughs that we have. Hang on, I got to turn something on here. Need to turn stones on. Stones. Lime storing. Activate. Yeah, so hopefully the wife will enjoy it and we can get her on the community farm within a few weeks or whatever, or a few months. Obviously she needs a wheel and stuff, so yeah, that needs to happen. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's all we got time for today. Hopefully you will join me tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? What did I say we're doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, we're trucking tomorrow. American Truxing. Kicking off about 2 o'clock. Matt has to turn something on. I can turn everything on like that. Lady, I let you know. I'll have you know. You just don't see the best of me. Anyways. Oh god. Letting out all my secrets. Anyways, peoples, you guys on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. We're going to end the show for you over there right now. You guys on Twitch, bear with me. We're going to raid out into a fantastic streamer, as always.